Good afternoon. Well, good morning for me. Only for a couple more, another minute. So I'll say good afternoon on October 14th at exactly 12 noon here in central Minnesota. I'm looking out the window and seeing the traffic go on the bridge. The bridge is open again. They had it closed last week for repairs or doing something. I don't know what they were doing, but traffic is going at all three bridges. They had the train go through about an hour ago. So it's a normal Monday. I'd call it partly sunny, or what would you guys say? Partly sunny, partly cloudy? I call it partly cloudy. Someone mentioned on, which was a good thing, but someone mentioned on Zoom Homies last night that someone asked me if I was doing anything with this yet, going from here to there. Well, yes and no. Just to kind of answer Jeff's question that he asked last night if I was doing anything. Yeah, I'm starting to. Yeah, these thermal takes are a little bit of a mongrel to get hooked up, and I did it, but boy, it's 300 watts for the 12 volts power. 300 watts. And this is a 750 watt, but yet that says 300 watts. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Probably not. Let's see it. Yeah, there we go. 300 watt. Not sure why that says 300 watts, but maybe that's how much it pulls. And wires can only go in one place, so I just shoved all these cables in until they found a place they needed to go. And I don't know if I got it hooked up right or not, but we'll find out when we plug it in and turn it on. It more than likely will go kaboom, because this, for example, see how they've all got that C on here? I don't know why. But that's a peripheral, that's SATA. And that says SATA. So I'd assume it goes in there with a nice satisfying click. Well, like I said, we'll find out if I hooked it up right. Because when I turn this thing on, yeah. Don't worry, folks. I'll get it double checked if I'm doubting myself. I'll have someone else look at it. Yeah, that's right. 4 eyes are better than 2 sometimes. And the way my eyes are going out nowadays. Yeah. I was having to check to see if you guys can see what I'm doing. Oh, it looks like you can. From a distance, but you can see what I'm doing. See, now with all those cords in the way, they're all hooked up. I'm going to take this cage out of here because I do on all my builds. Okay, you're not coming out. Why? Why do you not want to come out of your hole? Because I have to slide it over a little bit, that's why. It's got the smart fan feature on it. And I'll just keep that on. Well, actually I have that off because I want the fan to run all the time. Or maybe like partly, if I'm not home or anything, this thing's just sitting here burning electricity, then I'll turn it on because it's not doing anything. There's no need to have that fan running when it's just sitting here. What the hell do you go to? Come on, get in there. It's not so easy when you got all the cords connected. It doesn't like to come on, get the fuck in there. Seriously, that is not gonna line up. Now we gotta find all the screw holes. Now we gotta put the screws in, but what do I do with the, oh, you guys are sitting on them. Right here. Zip ties are nice, but they never give you enough. Nah! Oh my God. Where'd it go? And what is this? I don't need that. Well, that's 3. Where'd the 4th one go? So little by little, yes, I am getting the computer built. And turn them. Don't want to go in there right, do you? You're just giving me problems already. Look at that crooked. Yeah, that's not where it goes. I'm starting to think it don't, because it's not wanting to go in there. That's not right either. See all 4 corners, but again, that ain't looking right to me. I will do it differently. Yep. That's the way it goes. They had me thinking it goes in the other ones, but no. interestingly enough. Strange way of doing a power supply. It's not in all the corners what you think it would be. It's kind of offset. I put one there, one there, one there, one there. But no, that's not how you. It's not how they have you do it. All right, there's the power supply. It is in. Now, what else do I want to do? Well, I'm gonna get set up and then flip this thing around, put it on its back, and then we're gonna take this, put it on the floor, then take this other one, put it up here because I gotta get the motherboard out. But I gotta. Yeah, I'll be back in a second. I can kind of see why Kerry does his computers with the computer standing up. It's really the only way you guys are going to see me. They don't want you being that far away, although you're not. It just looks like you are in the GoPro. It looks like you're a mile away, but you're not. You're just 3 feet, maybe 4. But not through the viewing the GoPro. It looks like you're way out there. Let's start by taking the screws out. And I haven't shaved yet today, guys, so you have to excuse that. I wasn't quite prepared to get up this morning and do everything I needed to do because, as usual, I don't get the time to. Usually it's just get up and run. Well, where are all the screws to my... Let me take them all out. Can't get that one. Actually, yes I can. This worries me. There's only one screw. There's only 3 screws holding the motherboard in. Fascinating. Why is there only 3 screws? Wow. Was I that delirious when I put this motherboard in here? Okay, alright, there's 3 screws. Wow. What was I thinking when we put... Motherboard box. Uh-oh. I'm in trouble. Ow. Those fins and the CPU cooler. I don't feel that good. So this is the Be Quiet Pure Base 600. I don't know. It's a good case. It's your plain basic case. I mean, there's nothing special about it. Come on. Get off there. So, got that done. No more screws in there. Bring this one back up. Don't need that right now. There's the other screw. My foot found it. Yeah, this thing, I dusted it twice and it looks like I haven't dusted it at all. It's just dirty. We still going here? I think so. I can't tell. I can't tell if I'm still recording. I see numbers flipping, but as I've often seen on YouTube, people saying just because the numbers are flipping for minutes does not mean your GoPro is recording. Warren has found that out several times the hard way. He's from Western Tractor Truck Repair or something like that. He's found out the hard way that just because it's counting numbers does not necessarily mean it's recording. Yeah, he's right. Sometimes it's happened to me. It says it's recording somewhat, but you find out later on. When you go to edit the video or whatever, that half of it's missing. I don't want half of this video missing because it's me using old parts in a new computer case. Because I can't do anything new. That's just not going to happen. I would like to, but, well, that's not true either. I've got plans. May or may not work. I don't know. And it's been advised on YouTube and other computer tech channels that, in fact, I'm going to do that just to be as an example because I do not want to strip my screws. That'd be a horrible mistake. So it's best to put them in manually. What I'm going to do because I'm afraid that I'm going to cross thread them and then I'm really in trouble. The kind of trouble I don't want to be in. Snug up the screws, but do not crank on it because you'll snap the head right off. Ask me how I know. I did that to an M.2 screw about a week ago. Fortunately, the customer wasn't too angry and he said, well, just use the slot next to it. Okay. So I just dropped it down one, put another screw in it and just very lightly touched it. And yeah. I am human. I do make mistakes. And that was one of them. But he didn't get mad. He says, "I just use the one next to it." Okay. So I did. It doesn't happen too often that I do that, but once in a while, if I'm not watching how much I'm turning the screw or whatever, I will snap the head off. Done it before, I'll do it again. Not that I'm supposed to, but it does happen. Happens to the best of us. Yeah, see that one right there. That one cross-threaded on me. That didn't go in straight. I could feel it when it hit the first thread, and it didn't. No, that didn't. I'll start it by hand. There we go. Then take the rest of it. That feels better. You gotta just judge it by feel, and I did with that one. The second I put it in there, I knew it was going in wrong. I just felt it. Don't know how to describe that feeling, but you instantly know when you're not putting a screw in right. You'll know. That is why you do not use these, because if you put those screws in at a slight angle, I'd use the F word and say you're, but yeah. You're screwed if you do that. I'll say it the polite way. You're screwed if you do that. Then take the screw out, do it again, except plant the screw in the opposite direction and still cross thread it. Well, that time you're definitely effed. What else do I want to do? Do you remember, guys, this is the B5, it's the Gigabyte B560 Aurora Pro. That's what this motherboard is. So the motherboard's in there, the power supply's in there, fans are in there. And I know you guys are thinking, you got too many. It's my computer, I'll run it the way I want. Get off my case about it. I know, I won't use all of them, but if this thing does get a little bit too warm, the alarms start going off, then I'll plug both fans in, the top fans, and get the hot air out of them. And then shut it off when it cools off. But I don't predict that to be an issue. But if it is, I'll deal with it when I have to. But I really don't think that's going to be a problem. Or at least I hope it isn't. Alright, I think, yeah, I got 12 minutes already. This long, convoluted movie or video. Yeah. So there you go, Jeff, and to everybody else that was wondering if I was ever going to get this done. I just got to get the wiring done. That, to me, can kind of be somewhat of a pain in the arse. Yeah, look at that mess. Look at all this. I'll get through it. Like Carrie says, wire by wire, one by one. I'll eventually get it done. But, just know these fans have a gap on each side. I don't know if you guys can see that. But yeah, that's the case. The computer. This is now sitting in a 4000 Corsair 4000D. This one here is a Corsair 5000D with one major difference. This has two USBs in the front. And the USB-C. This one... only one. I'm not even sure if that's a 3.2, 3.0, or what. I think that's a 3.2. I'll have to look it up. If I can find the instruction manual for a 4000D. It's around here somewhere. I just saw it last night. Oh, where the well, I just saw it a little while ago. It's a little tiny little, those, you know the manuals for these cases. They're got many pages to them. They're small and usually have very little information to them, but what I need to know. I'll worry about it later. I will find it. God damn it, it was just here last night. But yeah, there it is. Found it. Now, what was I wondering about? I don't know what I was wondering about, why I wanted to look at the manual. I forgot already. You guys will have to remind me tonight what I was going to look at the manual for, because it just flew out of my head. But yeah, this is the 4000D. 3.2, that's what I was going to look up. What is it? So you guys in the Zoom homies can tell me tonight what that front USB is. This isn't going to tell me. No, this is not going to tell. Fuck it. Whatever. It'll work. But yeah, that's the computer. That's the 4000D that is going to replace that, because that one, as I've repeated 1,000 times over, but this is probably for the new people that are joining my channel or just watching me for the first time. Doing a computer conversion, switching cases again. Actually, I'm doing computer reviews and computer case reviews. This case is nice, but it has a few disappointments. That's number one. They should have 2 USB-A's up here, but for whatever reason, they only gave me one. They only give anybody one in the 4000D. The 5000D, as you've noticed, has 2. Okay. So I don't know what they were thinking of doing. These just putting in here 1, but that's disappointment number 1. Other than that, this here is also a convoluted mess. I remember PK talking about that I don't think he liked that. It is a nice solid case. I mean, it's steel, plastic. It's a solid case. I mean, I wouldn't advise you to pick it up and, you know, drop it on the floor or anything. You might bend something, but as far as anything else, it is nice. I do like it. It is shorter. That's the thing that's bugging me. It's shorter. It's a lot shorter than, well, you guys tell me. And I asked this question before and I got no response. What's the size difference between the 4000D and the 5000D? I mean, look at the monstrous. Look how large that is. It's huge. Compared to that. A little bit smaller. Shorter. Here's the thing though. It's not as heavy. That's what I was going for. It's not as heavy. I will still deal with this one. I know I've had my fun with it. I guess, I mean, not all the parts are to it anymore. The wind vane, I'll show you what I'm talking about. The, ouch! Yeah, don't hit that too hard, you'll break it off. I just came up and, yeah. This is the wind vane. This directs air over across the motherboard. Or you can just take that out, which I'm not going to on this one. I don't see a reason to. And I shouldn't have seen a reason to on the other one, but I did. And now I don't have all the screws to put this piece back in that one. I have the piece that goes into that one, but I don't have the screws to it. So if I were to put that back to all stock, brand new case, I'd probably have to call Corsair and tell them I have a 5000D. And then I'd like to put a few parts back on it, but I don't have the screws. Do you have the screws you can give me? They'll probably tell me to flake off and go jump off a bridge, but hey, it's worth asking, right? Yeah, there it is. Power supply's in, motherboard's in. This is in, even though I've hit it 3 or 4 times, I don't want to break it. I keep doing that when I'm building computers in these big, huge, monstrous coolers. I keep coming up to it, hitting it. Yeah. These things are big. I keep bumping into them. But I like them. That's why I have them. I like the Mugent 5. So, with that, guys, I think I'm going to call it quits on this one, on this video. See, I have a screw there I got to put in. Little odds and ends here and there I need to finish up. Change these 2 fans to be quiet fans. Because I do not like these fans. They're way too noisy. They make a grumbling noise when they're running. And I don't quite know why. Could be a bearing issue. These new Corsair fans, like those with the white bladed fans, these are the dark black bladed fans. The ones up top are going to be noisy. These here I think will be okay, but again, I'm only going to use the center fan. And that center fan did I just snap a tap off? Nope. That center fan is right there. So what I plan on doing is taking those 2 fans out. I'm gonna keep that off. I gotta wash my filter. And put those 2 fans right here. I got a be quiet fan in the back. Yeah, this fan, yeah. As slow as that thing turns. I mean, it just barely turns. It's just... it barely turns. I mean, it's just doing this kind of thing. It's just very, very, very slow. I need to speed it up just a smidge. Because the way it's running, when it's running, it almost looks like it's going to stop. That's how slow it runs. The one in the back does okay. This one here... Alright, guys. I have wasted enough of your time and my time. But I wanted to give an update. That's the important thing. I want to give you guys an update. I know this is going to be a long video. Sorry about that. I'll try to edit some of it down. Yeah. I need to get Windows 11 on this, but I need to... This is the other question that didn't get answered, and I think I've asked it a couple of times. I changed my BIOS to completely block Windows 11, and I changed two things, not just one. One won't work. Everybody's saying, well, just change that one setting. No. I changed two settings to block Windows 11 in the BIOS of this computer and this one. My question to you guys is, what do I unblock in the BIOS so I can get Windows 11 to go on here? Could someone please answer that question? And again, I changed two settings. You probably can't help me because you're going to ask me what to change. What settings did you change? I don't know. That was many years ago. My brain just won't reach that far. So with that, guys, I am going to call it a quits on this video and get some editing done. It's going to take a while. And then uploading it, well, that'll be a 3 or 4 hour adventure. But with that, guys, I'm going to let you go. I hope you all have a great, wonderful afternoon. And I'll catch you all next time. Bye for now.